Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Fernanda, and on this channel we talk about personal finance, investing, and I help you make that mindset shift to get you to your financial goals even faster. In today's video, I'm going to give you 4 practical steps to finally get you started in investing in the stock market and help you lose that fear of investing that is costing you money. Let's get into it. You know, you're always seeing it in the news. Tesla stock hits new records. Apple stock goes up after the split. S&P 500 is hitting record numbers. The Dow Jones is up. And you start getting that fear of missing out. You know you want to start investing, but you don't know what any of it means. So, calm. It is true that you need to be investing in the stock market. That's no scaremongering tactic. Investing your money is the only thing that can protect you from inflation and losing your buying power. And the problem is, the longer it takes for you to start investing, the longer it'll take for you to start generating that passive income we all dream of. So to put it in very blunt terms, not investing is a crime against your money. But before you dive into the deep end and start buying individual penny stocks, for the love of God, don't do that. I want to talk you through these 4 very important steps to help you make sure that you become a successful investor. They might not seem that important or obvious to you, but I'll explain the importance of each one of them as we go through them and exactly how they would have saved me money had I listened to my own advice. That's right, so I have lost money investing in the stock market, and these are all the lessons I have learned, so make sure you learn from my mistakes. The first step, and this is not to be overlooked, is figure out what you are investing for. As with anything finance related, it's very important to have a goal that you're working towards. You don't want to fall into that old familiar trap when you're trying to save money because that's what you're supposed to do, and then you end up with nothing. Something more exciting to do with that money will crop up over time, whether it's new clothes or a holiday that you want to go on, and you'll end up spending it, so it's important to have a goal. But also, figuring out if you're investing for the medium or the long term will help you decide what to invest in. You'll always hear people saying that investing in the stock market is only for the long term, and the reason for that is because in the short term there's a lot of volatility in the prices. That means that the prices are moving up and down a lot, whereas in the long term, you'll see if you look at any graphs, the trend is always upwards. So keeping your eyes on the long term will help you ride out any bumps in the market, and it will help you make sure that your investments are profitable. After you figure out what you're investing for, step number 2 is to figure out your investor profile. Trust me, I know this sounds like one of those BS tips that people give out in any of these videos, but I cannot understate the importance of doing this. Knowing what your investor profile is the only thing that will protect you from yourself. Say you're doing your research and you find a product or a fund with really high returns. So immediately think to yourself,
well, I want more bang for my buck, so I'm gonna stick all my money in there.
And I'll be the first one to tell you, okay, it's your prerogative, it's your money, you do what you want with it. But what's gonna happen when there's a blip in the market, everything goes down, and you watch the value of your investments go down by half? Would your immediate reaction be to panic and sell everything off at a loss? If you're being honest with yourself, and the answer to that is yes, you would just sell everything, that means your investing profile is very risk averse. So that means you are a more conservative investor, and a better product for you is something that perhaps has more modest returns, but that isn't as volatile. But if you see that massive drop in the value of your investments, but you know you're going to keep calm as a cucumber because you are holding out for the long term, this means you are a more aggressive investor. It means you won't be scared of seeing those dips in your portfolio because you know that the market will average out in the long term and you will see those returns in your investments. Knowing what your investor profile is the one thing that will protect you from your emotions and from potentially selling off all your investments at a loss. So moving on to tip number 3, guys, I cannot stress enough how important this is. This is very important. Please pay attention. Please listen. This is very important. This is how I lost loads of money. Please make sure you listen. Do not start investing in the stock market until you have a robust emergency fund. Make sure you learn from me on this one, guys, and don't set yourself back like I did. Like I mentioned before, the whole point of investing is that you're going to leave that money there for the long term. Because remember, from all the historical data that we have available, the trend in the long term is always up, but the short term is very volatile. So picture this. What's going to happen when, say, you've put all your money into an index fund when on that day the price was over here, and 2 weeks later you need that money for an emergency and now the price is over here. You're going to end up having to sell off those investments at a loss because you needed the money. So my advice to you is to make sure that you have a robust emergency fund before you start investing in the stock market like a big boy or a big girl. Now, if you're a very impatient person like I was and you want to start now, there is a way that you can start dipping your toes in it without having to commit any of your own money. And I'm going to tell you what that is at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And now my fourth and final step, which in a way I guess is the most practical of them all, and what made you click in this video in the first place, it's time to open a brokerage account. So to invest in the stock market, you need an intermediary between you and the market, right? It's not like you can go up to the New York Stock Exchange, knock on their door and ask, "Can I have a stock of Coca-Cola, please?" No, you can't do that. So in order to buy that stock of Coca-Cola or Tesla or Facebook or any other publicly listed companies, you need an account with a stockbroker. Now, it used to be that to have an account with one of those people, you had to be filthy rich. You had to have thousands and thousands of dollars to trade, and you could only do that via post or phone orders. But now, thanks to the advent of our beloved internet, it has never been easier to become an individual investor.
An individual investor. An individual investor.
It has never been easier to become an individual investor. There are lots of options to choose from, but that goes beyond the scope of this video though. I can't go through all the options here. You might have to do your own research there, or if you ask nicely in the comments, I might make a video on it. But if you want to start investing in low-cost index funds, your best option nowadays with the lowest expense ratios will be Vanguard. Vanguard was founded by our mate Jack Bogle, rest his soul, back in the 70s because he believed that investing in the stock market should be something everyone can do. So he really is considered the father of low-cost index funds. So thanks for that one, Jack. And then of course you have your investment apps, which means you can do all that from the comfort of your own phone. I have accounts with Trading 212 and with Freetrade. Those are the two that I have used, but there are other apps available. God, I felt like the BBC there for a second. Other brands are available. Now, of course, guys, I tried to keep this video short and concise as much as I could, but if you want to invest in individual stocks, there are many other steps that you need to go through, and look into the company that you're investing in. Don't just listen to some random people on YouTube and choose stocks carefully. In my opinion, the best way to get started on investing for the long term is to invest in diversified, low expense ratios, low cost index funds. But if you are getting FOMO and you want to start investing in individual stocks and get to grips how the process actually works without committing your own money, what I can suggest is signing up for some of those investment apps, because they have sign up promotions where if you sign up through a referral link, you will get a free stock added to your account. With Trading 212, when you sign up via referral link and you fund your account with £1, you will get a free share worth up to £100. And with Freetrade, it's the same scheme. When you sign up through a valid referral link and you fund your account with £1, you will get a free share which could be worth up to £200. Now, if you're wondering if I have a referral link, why, yes I do. My referral link for Trading 212 is down in the comments. You can just click on it and sign up straight away. And my link for free trade, they actually work a little bit differently. So if you want to sign up for that one, you can just DM me on Instagram, which is Fernanda's Fire, and I'll send you the link over there. I really hope you found this video useful. If you have any other questions, make sure you pop them down in the comments. Go follow me on Instagram because I'm preparing a lot more investment content on there to make this accessible to as many people as possible. And if you did find this video useful, make sure you're giving it a like. And if you'd like to see more content from me, make sure that you are subscribing to my YouTube channel. I post new videos every Thursday, sometimes an extra one on a Sunday. I will leave it at that for now. Hope you guys have a great weekend, evening, night, whatever it is that you're doing, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!